Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Zid, and as you know, in this channel I cover my road to the master series. For now I'm at the 1900 level. I'm trying to reach 2100. Today we'll be playing some rapid games, so let's get started. I will try to explain my move as fast as possible and try to maintain the time pressure. Don't want to be losing on time. So you have a frame defense as usual. Do the normal opening moves. At a certain level you have to learn openings in order to get better at chess. Here we just develop pieces. Develop the knight, develop the bishop, and the castle. That's the goal in the main opening. We are playing a French defense exchange variation. Here he's pinning our knight, so we defend the pawn. If our knight is pinned, it means that he cannot move, so we defend the pawn. We control the center. Here we can develop our bishop and pin, but it doesn't do anything. Let's develop our bishop here. We can exchange hooks. If he takes with the knight, yeah, he has to take with the knight. Then here I don't have to retake, I can just go back. Like this way. To take is a mistake as always, and we take towards the center. Then we develop our knight. I'm preparing a move like queen to b6 to attack both the weaknesses. So attack b2 and z4 at the same time. You have to look for attacks. Like this is a slight mistake for my opponent. I can now play queen to b6 and attack 2 pawns at the same time. He's attacking my knight is defended. It's defended by the knight and defended by the pawn. So I don't have to worry about it. Let me attack the pawns. In chess you want to attack. If not, it's your opponent that will attack. He can play a move like... What am I considering? I don't see any moves for him now. He can defend one pawn and lose the other. Or he can play a move like knight to a5. No, it doesn't do anything. I can just play and attack his knight, and he has to move it again. I play against a 2000 rated opponent. Let's try to reach back that 2000 rating. He's losing a pawn here. He's probably thinking a lot. If he takes the bishop, I think we should take with the knight and leave our king very protected to maintain a good control of the center too. Taking with the pawn is also an option because it will make his knight not being able to go to that square. Yeah, I think we should take with the knight. Or with the pawn. I think both options are good, but the pawn is better because His knight will not be able to move there anymore. Yeah, I think the pawn is better. You want to restrict your opponent's pieces. He can play here and attack the knight. But I think I can just push the pawn. If I take b2, he cannot leave that pawn hanging because he has to be like, yeah, his knight is even defending, so I can't take it actually. I am seeing it just now. I could have blundered my queen, but it's fine, I saw it. Let's keep pressure on the time. Our opponent is thinking a lot. I think you don't have to defend our knight. We will reroute it. Actually, yeah. What is he planning? I think that's a free one. You have to look for your opponent's plans. I don't see his plan. He can, even if I take the pawn, he cannot attack me back. You have to be careful when taking freaks off. I think it's a free pawn. Let's take. That's what is planned. But I thought I can just play here. I can play bishop to c5, attack his knight. If he takes, I take back with the bishop, and I attack there and there. He can exchange, then I'll have an attack on the f2 pawn. If he does not, I don't see what he can play. He cannot attack my queen. Well, he can attack, but I would simply move my queen. My knight is defended. Yeah, I was seeing that move. But I think I can pin his knight. If I pin his knight, what do we do? But we put ourselves on the side of the rook. But let's not do that. Let's come here and attack those 2 pawns. In chess, all your moves have to be threats. If not, you don't have to leave your opponent to rest. If not, you're the one that will lose. You have to constantly create threats that will force your opponent to defend. Attacks are threats. Checks are threats. Plans also can be threats because you're planning to do something that will consequently decrease the position of your opponent. So he takes. I wanted to put his queen here. Since I'm a pawn up, I can exchange queens. He's attacking this pawn. I can attack the rook and defend the pawn at the same time. So let's do that. Certainly when there's a move that you can do that does two things at the same time, two more things, like three, for example, that's certainly a good move. You have a move that can attack and defend at the same time, that is a good move. Very good move. You don't have to think about anything else anymore. Even if he plays, his rook cannot go to the background because of my bishop, and I defend now my pawn. So he can play knight, block the knight, but blocking with the knight is bad. You have to block the pawns and just let me win the pawn. Or actually defend. Well, then I can come here and attack the knight. But he takes my pawn and attack my rook. Should we save our rook first? We don't really have to save our rook. Yeah, I think no, it's better we save our rook. I wanted to attack the f2 pawn, but he can simply play pawn to g3 and attack me back. Better I save my rook first. I can also defend my rook, it depends. But it's no. To save it is safer. You have to also look for safe squares for your rooks, for your pieces. Your pieces always have to be defended. If your pieces are not defended, they'll easily attack your pieces. That is the simple truth. Now I'm just playing a safe move, like to attack. It's not my move is not giving a threat, but it's putting my pieces on safe squares, protecting my pieces. Here I can attack his knight and attack that pawn at the same time. That move of his does nothing. You can come here and attack his knight. And if his knight move, the f2 pawn will be hanging because my bishop is already attacking there. We'll be attacking 2 times. So he has to defend his knight. Or actually, maybe leave it because I don't actually see how he will defend his knight. Well, he has that move. We can exchange queens. We are definitely winning. Well, since you are a pawn up in the endgame. Well, let's exchange queens. Then you attack the knight. You want to attack pawns in the endgame, remember. Okay, I will try. Let's bring our king to the endgame. To the endgame, let's bring our king. There's also a plan to attack his knight, because his knight is the defender of that square, of the e2 square, where our rook would like to go to the back rank, but his knight is defending there. I can attack that pawn. What is he doing? He removed his rook from the defense of the pawn, so you attack it. It's pretty normal, right? Chess is all about logic. If a move is logic, you play it. Then the back rank is clean. Check. You can attack this pawn. Okay, let's come here. Then let's bring our king into the game. I want to exchange rooks. But for now, let's bring our king to the game. Okay, I think it's time to exchange rooks. My king is very near. So yeah, let's exchange rooks. You have to exchange. If not, I take the free pawn. Then I want to bring my king further into the game. He was attacking our bishop with defend. We don't have to take, but we don't want his king to move forward. We don't want his king to move forward. We check the bishop. Let's push this pawns. We have to try and create a pass pawn. We don't have much time. Let's play fast. Let's play fast. Our bishop, that's why bishop is very powerful in the endgame, because she's a long range piece. She can attack at long ranges. Our goal is just to attack pawns, so let's do that. Okay, we are winning this game. You don't want the king to defend. Check. If he goes there, we check with the bishop. And checkmate. That's a nice game. Let's play 2 games today and analyze. You don't have to analyze your game review. You can just analyze on your own. Analyze your own moves. Okay, this is how the game went. No bad moves yet. If you play the frame defense and your game looks like that in an exchange variation, yeah, you're good to go. Do not make any slight mistakes, any slight accuracies. Here we had to defend our pawn. Here he had to play rook there. He plays it. Here we developed well our bishop. Here we had to exchange rooks, and we exchange. He took the knight. We had to bring our bishop back, the best move. Then he had to take it. We take towards the center. He had to bring back his knight. Then we develop our knight. Here the best move was actually queen to b6, attacking the weaknesses. Here he just had to defend. He did not defend. He took our knight. It was a very bad move. Don't want to give the bishop pair. Not actually the bishop pair, but a bishop is actually always better than a knight, most of the cases. Here the best move is to take with the pawn, is to take with the knight, but the pawn is either way, you see fine. Here he had to defend his pawn, but he's not defending. Actually, that was a mistake actually. I don't know why he did that. We took the free pawn. He attacked our knight. Here the best move was to put our knight into the center. Knight to a5, but we play knight to c5. But as you see, have the advantage here. He attacked our queen. It was also a bad move. We just had to put our queen where we could attack something, create a threat, another threat. He exchanged pieces again. It's our advantage. Here we could take the pawn. Here the computer says you can take the c2 pawn. Wait, if you take, he takes our pawn, and then we pin the knight to the rook, and then there are many problems in the position for white. Actually, I see. But here I decided to stay solid. I just went and defended my pawn. It's also a good move, but the computer doesn't like too much. Yeah, to defend the pawn with the rook was the best move. Then here the computer wants to attack the knight. Yeah, why didn't I see that move? Yeah, I did not see this move. Queen to b6, attacking the f2 pawn. We'll have been winning. Queen to b6, attacking the f2 pawn is a very good move. Or queen to e4. Here you attack the knight. Yeah, he is forced to move the knight. And when you come here, you're attacking the f2 pawn. So you could have won a pawn there. And when he defends with the rook, we take another pawn. As simple as that. Here you could have also played queen to b6. Defending that pawn, there's no way for him to defend it. He cannot go with queen with rook here because I just take this pawn. This is a free pawn. And from here I'm attacking all these pawns. This one and this one. There's no way for him to defend all of them. And he cannot go back with the queen and defend. It's impossible. His queen has no good squares along this diagonal. That was a better move, but I decided to stay solid. I defended my rook. He brought his queen back. I played queen, so that was a bad move because it gave a queen trade. Yeah. Then we had to bring our queen back. The computer doesn't want a queen exchange. But I decided to exchange and go to the endgame. Attack the rook. Yeah. From here we had much advantage. We could have attacked the knight here. Check. When you are reviewing your games, what you want to see are actually the best moves, what you could have done better, what you should not have done. A bit of that. The blue lines showed are the best moves. But I played this. Just to take actually. The computer wants me just to go full mode and attack pawns. I was scared of his king infiltrating here. So that is it for the review. From there it was very clean. From here you had a pretty much big advantage, and we had a powerful bishop because she was like she was not allowing the knight to move forward. From here it's already +5. Here you just have to attack pawns. In the end game, pawns are the key. That's what win the games, because there are no more big pieces on the board. And that's it. My opponent was basically playing without a knight through the endgame because the bishop was controlling all the squares. So when you're playing chess, you want to control your opponent's squares, the squares of your opponent. You don't want your opponent to be able to move the piece, but you have great mobility. That's how, if you do it like that, you just win the game. Here you could do nothing. He had one piece. Why I had to? It's like fighting one person with two people, so it's not gonna work. Let's go with a second game. Just play 2 games here and analyze them. Okay, let's go. Let's try to reach that 2000 rating. Okay, you have a Sicilian. This is the open Sicilian. Did you know that? This pawn structure, we call it the Maroczy bind. Well, you don't really need to know that. Just play. Here we just have to defend our pieces and castle. Yeah, I don't want to trade. Develop your bishop and castle. My opponent is playing very well moves. I don't think that's how you play the Sicilian. Now you have a move like f4. f4 is always a good move in the Sicilian, so attack the opponent's king. But for now, let me centralize my rooks. Let's connect our rooks, not centralize. You might think like I'm just simply developing, but you also have to look for threats. There are many threats here in this position that our opponent is looking forward to. And when you are finished your developing, you move your queen like 1 or 2 squares, like what I did, and then you connect your rooks. Once you do that, you then centralize your rooks. I can put a pawn here and attack that pawn. I don't see how does it defend it. Yes, our opponent has a very bad weakness. He cannot push it. We are controlling the center very well. You have 2 pawns. That's why I like this pawn structure, the Maroc bind. Here we can just take, actually. Should we take? We will exchange queens and go to an endgame. I think we can take. If we don't take here, there's also a pawn hanging there. Well, this pawn is better. You have to remember the pawns on your opponent's king are always better than at the center. Normally we say that the pawns at the center are better, but it's actually the pawns on the opponent's king. You take. You want the pawn just like that. He made just a slight mistake. We can go back, we can double the rooks on the d file and attack the weakness. We just have to keep applying pressure, and you'll be fine. The Decisive is a very complicated game. Very complicated opening. Okay, defense is knight. Let's just continue with our plan. Double on the e file, on the d file. Oh, I made a slight inaccuracy. I could have what they call the rook lift. Could have attacked my opponent's pawn. Actually. Anyway, let's continue with our plan. We're attacking the weakness there. He may defend it, he may not. But here he has to defend it. I mean, it's a pawn. I even don't have to take it. I can come here and attack again. I don't know what my opponent is thinking. He just has to defend his pawn. He may consider moves like knight to g4, but I just move my queen and that's all. And when I move my queen, I'm attacking his knight again 2 times, so he is creating problems on his own. Well, that's a very bad move. You don't want to bring your pieces back. When you're playing chess, you don't want to be. Our opponent is playing very badly. You don't want to bring your pieces back when you're playing chess. Here I'm playing h4. You want to dislodge his knight. And here I want to apply what I was saying earlier, a hook lift. I want to checkmate my opponent's king. This is a tactic that is very popular. You have to know that. Oh, he wants to defend with his queen. What can I do to dislodge his queen? Okay, let's put our queen here, on the side, on her side. I don't want to exchange queen because his king is weak. I want to attack. Let's bring our king back. I'm putting my queen here. He can still attack, but I want him to weaken his king more. If he weakens his king more, I can attack it better. Since his queen is defending, I want to attack with my rooks instead of my queen. That way, if he attacks with his queen, it'll be... Okay, what can we do here? Where should we place our queen? Let's just place her here all the way back. Our opponent is lacking space. That's also a very important concept. Just you want to have much space to move your pieces in the board, and your opponent not to have any space to be squeezed through like back. One spot. Replace that. He's looking to defend. I want to bring my rooks into the game. I don't see how to do it. As I said, I want to attack with my rooks, so let me bring my rooks into the game. But how do I do that? I can make another rook lift. I can also use the H pawn. I think actually, yeah, the H file is open, so let's use the H pawn. Let's come here. I want to put my rook on that file. Oh, okay. But well, this pawn is pinned, alright? Let's continue our plan. Oh, our opponent blundered the knight. Oh, Oh, that's too bad. You completely forgot that my knight was defending this square. But that's sometimes how it goes, actually. Sometimes your opponent just fall under the pressure. That's why in chess you just have to keep attacking, keep attacking. That's how you win. So here, it's opening here, so I want to open that place. I want to open here. Let's open. We're leaving open. I think he can play here. I don't want to exchange pieces. But it's just something you have to do right now. What is it doing? I can check again. Well, how can you play here? Let's defend our knight. Our knight is attacked 2 times, so let's just defend it. So attack with the bishop and the king. And also want to prepare my rook to go on that file. He plays that. But I think here I can. I can defend my knight. He's attacking my knight, I can just defend. We just want to attack here. Actually, I would like to trade pieces. We just want to attack here. That's all. Here you can. Let's bring our king back. Now he has a problem. His rook is attacked, but his knight is also attacked. So how will he defend his knight? And his rook is a defender of his knight. So that check was very bad. Now I can just take. Okay. I can attack again. Oh, I don't have much time. Oh, never mind. Let's play fast. I was so caught up in a moment. Oh, shit. Made this. Anyway, let's. We lose on time. Let's let's do the game review. I think it was a very nice game, but we lost some time. But that's how you see the chess. You can play a game very well, even 90%, 99% accuracy. But at the end you lose on time. Yeah, that's the sad truth. Like here, start the review. Yeah, all these are book moves. Book moves are just good moves, like that move from theory. You just have to know them. Yes, I told you he was playing very bold moves. I don't know what it's like. Did not know his setup. Yeah, all these plans were good. But the computer wants us to take the pawn in the center. But I think the pawn's scaling is good, that good as well. Because with that we got a very good attack. Yeah, here I made a slight inaccuracy. That's a bad move. Yeah. But it's good, but rook to d3 was more accurate because it leads directly to the attack. He had the best move for s4, but I followed my plan. I still played s4 here, the best move. Here the computer now wants us to defend on the queen side. Here he defends with his queen. Bring my queen back. Just bring my queen back. F4, he wants us to go back with our queen and continue attacking with our rooks. But I think here was also very fine. Here you just blundered the knight. Yeah, we're here to take our knight here because here, now we continue the attack. Here the computer wants me to push this pawn. This is the h pawn. I don't know what that does, but surely the computer has its own lines. But I can't understand here. Here he just wanted me to defend. Yeah. Oh, I could have just pushed my pawn here. Yeah, here I made a slight mistake, but I was still winning actually. Just that we lost on time. Lost on time. But it was still a very nice game. As you can see, I have a slightly higher accuracy than my opponent. I made these close games are very bad. Many blunders, 2 blunders, 1 mistake, 1 miss. But sometimes you can have a high accuracy, but you lose on time. There are also other factors when you play the game of chess. That's all for today. Thank you for subscribing to this channel. And if you can subscribe and tag in the comments if you want more of this.